My apologies for having the Switch watch up later than usual. My tongue was actually giving me problems. Anyway, during the month of July, I was able to test drive 4 games at the San Diego Comic-Con, 2 of which are already out. We're going to start with the games that are coming this fall. First up was Sonic Forces. While I wound up playing the PlayStation 4 version, I was rather impressed with what was coming out. Through my only playthrough of the demo, I was able to test drive the Avatar gameplay in 2D mode. Some bits of the gameplay do bring back memories of playing Sonic Generations, and yet some parts of the gameplay involving the Wispon system reminded me of the Mega Man series with its ability to use various weapons. And if you ask me, the flamethrower weapon looks to be a perfect, yet cheap, beginner's weapon. Here's hoping that Sonic Forces does live up to the legacy of Sonic Generations, and not to that Sonic 06 game. Blech! And now, it's time for Super Mario Odyssey. For many fans, it's a return to an era from Super Mario 64, and yet, part of the game feels like it draws a lot from other games like Banjo-Kazooie and Zelda Breath of the Wild. And unlike Super Mario 64, you really feel like you want to just jump out and explore the whole world. I also enjoyed the new hat mechanic of the game, which is basically the ability to take possession of almost anyone, including enemies. Throughout the demo of New Donk City, I was able to locate 6 moons before my time expired. My only criticism of the game so far? They didn't even bother using any music from Donkey Kong Country for this area. I mean, what the Kong? Anyway, here's hoping that Mario Odyssey lives up to its legacy of the Mario franchise. I mean, what could it be worse? Could it be as bad as the Super Mario Bros. Movie? Speaking of which, let's also talk about 2 games that are out now. The first one is Mario and Rabbids. The entire premise felt really wacky, even for the standards of both franchises. I was able to quickly learn about how the game was played, and it was similar to other tactical RPGs like Shining Force and Fire Emblem. Though 20 minutes wasn't enough for me to fully understand the entire game. To make matters worse, I actually provoked a giant rabbit and got my entire team killed. Oy vey. As I speak, Mario & Rabbids Kingdom Battle is out now for the Nintendo Switch. I'll consider picking this game up sometime in the future, but I just wish this game didn't have a $20 season pass. What was Ubisoft thinking? And finally, Sonic Mania. Actually, I'll have to say this. The demo that was shown off at Comic-Con pales in comparison to the final game. And while most stages of the game were taken from other Sonic games, the way they were implemented made it feel more like all new original stages. I would definitely recommend this game if you're a fan of 2D Sonic games or retro titles in general. And on a side note, the Get Blue Spear stages can go suck an egg for all I care. In fact, I'll say that the new special stages are amongst my favorite of all Sonic special stages, period, bringing back memories of the Sonic CD and Sonic Advance 2 special stages. And on another side note, when is Dr. Eggman going to get his own video game? I mean, he's the mascot of Sega, not that blue rat Sonic. Hey Sega, throw Dr. Eggman a bone and get him his own game for crying out loud. We know Sonic Mania is doing well, but what about the other 3 games? Can any of them do well in sales? Only time will tell. Now before I go, next month I plan on doing another Switch Watch. This time, I'll be talking about why games like Sonic Mania, Shovel Knight, and Blaster Master Zero are actually good on the Switch. Anyway, time to switch on out of here.